Disclaimer. We are two regular guys who love to talk Bone Thugs and Harmony. We do not represent Bone Thugs or any Bone affiliate. We are also not Bone Thugs experts. The views and information you hear in this podcast may be based on personal opinion. Please feel free to leave corrections and clarifying information in the comments. And enjoy.
You know, the internet always has something to say, and the bone culture is even more filled with a lot of talking with message boards, websites, and there's a lot of different rumors that I see floating around about Bloodline Harmony. Can you talk about the current state of the group and just kind of try to set the records straight with the fans of your current state and what's going on with you guys?
Currently, all five members, we're working on a new project for everybody, for the world, because it's time. We ready and the world's ready. We ain't broke up. We ain't never been broken up. That's just news and blogs and shit, bro. Like, we woke up one day and everybody like, them niggas is solo. Like, they trying to Bone Thugs us and shit. Like, I ain't making up shit to know about it. We like, what do you mean we broke up? Like, we ain't broke up. I'm waking up in my brother's house. Niggas like, the group broke up. We about to get into a fight. Like, nigga, which one of y'all said something to the blogs? You went out there and said some angry shit. We're like, nah, bro, that ain't us. So we realized that they got their own mind on his own.
Why do you think they think that? Why do you think they feel like there's a breakup? Just the solo songs, or?
Yeah, but if you look in deeply, you actually see, if you're a real fan, you'll see all of us support each other. Like, everybody is always posting somebody on their page. So the current state is all five of us are together. My brother Throw, he incarcerated right now. He been locked up for like 5 months, man. He spun out of control. That's the perks of being famous to celebrities, and then being a demigod in this industry yourself. That's half on, half off. We still celebrity kids growing up. He went through what he went through right now. He's sitting down, he getting his mind together. He ain't rushing to get out, none of that.
Does he got a release? Does he got a release date?
Nah, man, he don't got a release date, man. They on some bullshit with him because of the courts and everything, because the presidential shit and everything. So they on some bullshit with him. We working on what we working on right now. If everybody want to write them, for all the fans out there, Bloodline Harmony fans, I put the information over here. And I'll leave it in. After I send it to my guys over here.
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen,
and they'll post it on their page, and y'all can just write them and show some love and let them know, you feel me, y'all, that the fans are still out here and we waiting for him, and we got a lot of unreleased music from him too. So that's everything is working good, and besides everything, he'll be out sooner than what most people think. But my band member is in jail. Throat is in jail right now. Bloodline Harmony, all five of us. 4 of us right now, but 5 of us were working on music. And when Throw get out, that's when we'll start focusing on visuals and stuff. And we really do have a lot of stuff planned. And it's really exciting because before, like I said, it was like struggles with not identities, but trying to find who we were as artists in this game, and learning who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. So we bought hard.
It looked like at one point you guys were getting ready to tour and promote for a project called The Come Up. Was his incarceration kind of like what prevented that, or what was the situation with that project?
Yeah, just a few legal behind the scenes and stuff. You know how it is, man. You know how it is when you're a rapper and you still got them hood tendencies, man. Ain't no sugarcoating it. Like, you still got, you can have $400,000 in your pocket. He got arrested with some money on him. They like, what you in here doing, violent? You got money on you. So you get arrested with a couple $1,000s on you. It's just like, that don't change nothing. You feel me? If a man feel like he being disrespected, or he got to defend himself, or anything in that nature, or just anything in that line, like, he gonna do what he gotta do. Especially if you from the streets, you can't even talk to that dude different. He gonna look at you.
Is that what delayed the Come Up project? Was that meant to be the album, The Come Up?
So The Come Up was meant to the album. The Come Up tour was supposed to be the Come Up tour. It's like, still creeping on the Come Up, paying homage to our predecessors. It's the Come Up tour. The album is Sons of Harmony.
But you guys don't have a date on that right now, right? With his incarceration.
Yeah, we don't want to put a date on that, man. But there are already tracks that's already like.
Mm. So something I see on the internet, and maybe you can set this straight. There seems to be a lot of confusion about Lil Bizzy's spot in the group right now. Why do you think there's confusion over that, and people feel like that there's like distance there?
Mainly because be like father, and I feel like they want to put that persona on him when that ain't the case. Like I said, dudes be like, you and your band members broke up, and me and my band members sitting there right next to each other, like, bro, what like, what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. I
When
just
they
saw a brand new Lil Bizzy video on the Bloodline channel.
Yeah, and if you go look on my page, it's the Harmony God, my official page. Instagram limited me and shit. People saying they can't find me, but I'm the official page, like 30-some thousand followers. But if you go look on my page, you see that I support all my brothers, and we all support each other. We post on stories. It's a real support system. So it's like I feel like the fans want to put that busy bone, mentality on my band member, and that energy. And what I mean by busy bone energy is the energy they put around my uncle, like, oh, he not coming in and he not doing this. When that's a whole nother story in itself. Y'all don't know what the fuck my uncle was going through. Y'all don't know what was going on. Y'all just fans who want what y'all want, and we understand that. But there's real lives and real shit that goes on. But behind that, and when you're looking at that, you got to think about, like, okay, maybe the mental of this artist, what mental is this artist in right now? Like, so man, it's a lot. I feel like they just want to put that mentality on him, like I said, and that's not the case. They want to put that energy on. Like, they don't want us to be like Bone Thugs, but they want us to be like Bone Thugs so bad it's like ridiculous, dude. Like, so we see it, but
Yeah, I think there's parallels there that the fans love. I mean, if we talk about your story and we try to make parallels to like your uncles, it's like you described it, right? Like Goldie's kind of like the fifth dog, and it's like you guys do have parallels, and the fans want it to be, oh, Lil Bizzy's Busy Bone, but that's just not the case. Like I think that there's a lot of it's unfortunate in our era because in the 90s they really made thriving hip hop groups. Now I feel like they're constantly trying to tear a hip hop group apart, hoping they get a Michael Jackson instead of a Jackson 5.
yeah, they want a Beyonce. They don't want the Destiny Child. They like, oh, it's
Yeah.
cool that you got Michelle and you got Kelly, but we just want Beyonce. It's cool that you got Jackson 5, but we just want Michael. When it's like, in the industry do that, and but they also be saying, but they do say on the flip side that they be like, hey, we want the group, we want Bloodline Harmony, and so we really don't see the backlash to that like how everybody else see, but we understand, because we do hear it, but we don't receive like that big of a backlash when it's like, oh, y'all doing a group thing, y'all need to go solo, or but people do push the agenda on this. Like, people thought when Lil Bizzy did his solo that we wasn't backing him up, we wasn't supporting him and stuff. Like, no, man, like we really got each other. He's my brothers, dude. Like, we don't, it's a different story. But
Fucking strange to me that anybody even feels like that as much as they want to connect you to Bone, because if we look at all the Bone solos at the beginning, they were all very supported within the Bone Thug, all of Bones and Busy Bones Thugs Cry video. They were all in the Thug Mentality video. So it's like, why the fuck would we think that's a breakup? All your uncles did the same thing.
because they want it to be. That's what they want, controversy. They want drama, and we not, we like real live, we real live dudes. Like, we real live musicians. Don't get me wrong, but we got our backgrounds. We ain't got no time for that. Ain't nothing fake about what me and my dudes is about. We just promoting this peace now, and we promoting a new way because that's supposed to be the real agenda of the next generation.
Recently I saw a live stream, and I don't quote me on the exact verbiage, but I saw your Uncle Busy say something to the lines of he felt like there was a lot of money on the table for Bloodline Harmony, but that you guys weren't ready yet. What do you think he meant by that?
Exactly what he said. We wasn't ready yet. It's a lot of money on the table for Bloodline right now.
In terms of not ready, in terms of
He,
music, in terms of what?
terms of him being my uncle and like my blood uncle, and being really in our lives, so he know, like, personally what's going on. Like, my band members is real life street dudes. Y'all see what the videos be about. I ain't gonna speak on it. Like, we all got our affiliations. I just I just learned to rise above. But you know, he just felt like the mentality, like he don't want us being fucked around with in this business, in this industry, because it's real life demons out here that even
Yeah.
bloodline, like real life people.
And
That's
he's
like,
been there. He's lived
yeah.
it.
So when he say we're not ready for that, you know, that's him just, and that's him also sending it out to the record labels and people who watching him, and the people like, oh, what's up with Bloodline? What's up? He like, nah, they wasn't ready yet. So much money on the table, you know, and it was a lot of money, man. Dudes had to step back and be like, damn, that's a lot of money. What does that require? What sacrifice does that require? This is real life shit. You can't walk on and be like, oh yeah, we got fucking $40 million for y'all. And people like, oh shit, this ain't even. This is just for a group.
Recently, one of the things that I saw people talk about the most in relation to Bloodline and Bizzy was in his single Shotgun when he said, "Don't let my children get you twisted. There will never be another Bone Thug." I know this made a lot of fan speculation at this time. Internally, how does Bloodline Harmony perceive that lyric?
Shit, we talked to him about it before, you know, before and after he talked. You know, we called him, he talked to us. He's like, you know, I'm just letting niggas know, you know, because if you listen to what he said, yeah, I know you heard the Goonies broke up. He said, but don't get it twisted. He said, don't let my children get you twisted. Nigga, never be another Bone Thugs. Like, and he was just letting you know, like, nigga, like, that's just saying, like, as good as they sound and as much as they sound like us, and that was him really showing us respect. And that's how we took it. We didn't take it as no disrespect. He was like, as good as they sound, nigga, it won't be no Bone Thug. And that's what we trying to get people to know. It will never be another Bone Thugs harmony, but you do got a Bloodline harmony. That's why the one said, he said, they want me to bring that Bloodline harmony, but Bone Thugs ain't dead yet. Like, y'all listen.
I think that it's great that at this time in 2021 that Bloodline Harmony songs don't sound like Bone Thugs and Harmony songs. I don't think they should. I think that they should sound like young dudes in their 20s living in 2021. And you know, I just heard what is it? Phone call, dude, bro. Okay, first of all, there needs to be more songs on the Bloodline Harmony Spotify because I'm driving and I can't be fucking with the radio. So what happens is my phone just plays on loop until I get to wherever I'm going. That song bangs. You know, and it's good because it's not Bone Thug. I'm not looking for you young dudes to sound like Bone Thug. I'm looking for you to sound the way you do. So I think it's commendable, and I'm glad you guys are finally finding your footing as a group. Outside of the group, though, you know, you also have a thriving solo career, and you do, you know, you keep yourself busy as a solo artist. I've even seen things like you brought her up earlier. You got an older video with Thug Queen from Mo Thug. Can you tell us about that song and how that video came together earlier in your career?
So Thug Queen has always been a big part of our career. As you heard me say earlier, you know, she the one who brought Lazy Bone to our house. So shout out to Thug Queen, you know, because she believed in us. But me and Thug Queen used to have a special relationship. Like I would always come and talk to her as a kid, you know, and I would always come, you know, and just, you know, I would come to see her, check up on her, and that's always been our relationship. So she moved out to Cali, and you know, that was the perfect opportunity. I'm like, oh, you out here in Cali now. By the time, but because when I wanted to do music with her, I wasn't ready, and as much as I wanted to, I wasn't ready, you know, because the level of artist she is and what she's done. So I'm like, I know we're not ready to do real music. And mind you, there's a bunch of songs with us and Thug Queen and Bloodline out there that producers and stuff holding on, but we'll get into that. She's in California, you know. Honestly, me, her, and Pharoah G. Mac, that's my artist on Bloodline, my bro. Me and Pharoah G. Mac and Queen, we sitting there smoking. I'm like, we need to come up with a hit. That's exactly what I said, but I'm like, we need a smoking hit. I want something cool, something, you know, chill, relax. The beat came on, and I immediately was like, all right, this the one, you know. So that came together with just us being in the room organically, and I recorded that whole track, mixed and mastered. Before I was really good, but I still put the shit out just to have it out there because it was good enough to get out there at the time. So that song was organic as it gets, you know, like, and I wanted it that 70 show type feel. Beyond the harmony for the fans, we celebrate. Uploading new videos every Thursday, so join